Hi, this is Maurice Gilbert with Consilium Executive Search. Today's topic is going to be the offer itself. So what has led to this is, of course, the actual interview process that has perhaps gone on for months now. And the client has identified who they want to extend an offer to. The components of the offer are these. We do a comprehensive reference check, that's number one, and number two, we act as an intermediary to help facilitate the offer being put forth and accepted and bringing closure. So firstly, the reference checking. This is not just a casual, did the employee work from this date to this date. It's far more comprehensive than that. We may spend an hour, as much as an hour, hour and a half, with a reference because we're getting detailed information, and only we could do this. In other words, a reference will not be this forthcoming with the client. So the information we look to capture is this: the presentation skills of the individual. We're looking at an objective view of the individual's verbal skills, written skills, etc. Another component that we're looking for is the character of the professional. So we ask this question: have you ever observed the candidate facing adversity? What was it? How did the individual respond to it? That type of question. Another thing that we're asking in the process is the strengths and weaknesses of the individual candidate. And while this may be a fait accompli and the candidate being hired irrespective of the reference checking, it's still at a minimum, it's very beneficial to the candidate, because again, these people will be very forthcoming with us. And if we could learn, for instance, how a candidate may improve their skills, whether it's technical skills or soft skills, this could be exceptionally important for the candidate's growth. So that is the basic reference checking component, and there are other detailed questions that we ask. Regarding the offer, this is not often understood. There's not a lot of give and take here. This is not like you're negotiating in a flea market situation with a vendor. Typically, what we do is we encourage our clients to extend their best offer right out of the box. And I'll give you an illustration as to why this is important. We were working with one candidate and of course a client, and we had presented early in the process what this candidate's expectations were. The client knew of this up front. So much to our surprise, they extended an offer that did not initially meet these minimum qualifications. They subsequently revised it, but too much damage was done. The candidate was totally turned off by this process, let's say the nickel and diming, if you will. The best offer was not made initially, and this caused this particular deal to crater. A very unfortunate set of circumstances. Another thing that we do throughout this process is we encourage our clients to let us do a verbal presentation of the offer. This is important because this could be an emotionally charged process like buying and selling personal real estate. So what we do is we extend a verbal offer to the candidate. The candidate will openly confide in us if there's any particular issues. If issues are surfaced, then we could take those issues to the client and typically get those resolved. I'll give you a case in point. Oftentimes when we're working with professionals, especially toward the end of the calendar year, they're going to be leaving a bonus by severing ties with their present employer. and of course they're reluctant to do this, walk away from a sizable bonus. And when we get information like that, we could help suggest alternatives, like perhaps doing a sign-on bonus with the new employer to help alleviate the pain of walking away from a sizable bonus. So it's this give and take and exchange, and us being an intermediary that helps bring closure to the offer. That's my presentation for today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.